The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Louisville, Kentucky, Jennifer. And the opponent, from New York, New York, Jennifer.
You're watching Raw action coming to you live from Boise, Idaho. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler. And King, take a look at these Boise fans.
This is great, JR. This capacity crowd is on its feet, and they can't wait to get started.
Neither can I. So without further ado, let's show Boise why Raw is the greatest brand in sports entertainment. That went nowhere.
I can't even imagine what these superstars will put each other through.
I don't think you'd have to use much imagination, King. I think they intend to show you right here tonight. This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you've got to respect the tenacity of each and every WWE superstar.
I don't think I've ever felt more anticipation during a match than I am right now, JR.
I know what you mean, King. It's hard to find words to describe the electricity in the air here tonight.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again. This is great.
Excellent counter. What ring presence.
I tell you, JR, this one has the potential to be a Match of the Year candidate.
No doubt about it, King. As far as I'm concerned, any WWE match has that potential. Everyone on the roster is an accomplished wrestler.
I wonder if SmackDown's going to have anything nearly this good next Thursday.
I think we both know the answer to that one, King. How could they compete with a match like this? Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, John Cena losers, make sure you give me some warning so I can get out of the way before you do it. I don't want to be a part of any of your trouble.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave him an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may well annihilate each other here tonight.
1, 2,
Oh, come on down. How about a little more wrestling and a little less
3.
posturing?
It's called adding insult to injury, JR, and I
4.
think it's great. There's the reversal.
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't, and that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible. So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
Oh, no. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win,
2.
I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you got one right every now and then.
JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it that you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain.
You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but what a counter! These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope it's the latter, King. It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night.
I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Eric Bischoff hear you say that, King, or you might wind up having to do it for free.
That's true. Bischoff's so cheap, he won't even tip a canoe.
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that very ring.
And I think there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
No doubt about that, King. These superstars are going to leave it all in the ring. You can count on that.
This could finish the match right here. Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match. Here's the pin. Could this be it?
2.
Oh, man, that was almost 3, JR.
If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with one or two big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere. And it's been reversed. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be...
We could have a pinfall here, JR.
2.
That was like 2 7/8, JR.
The referee is out, King. Will we see someone take advantage?
I'd be disappointed in them if they didn't, JR. This is a great opportunity. I hope these superstars can make it through this match without suffering a serious injury.
So do I, King, but this ain't ballet.
1.
This is very intense, physical competition.
2. 3.
I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
There's an awful lot of pride on the line here, King. No one in that ring wants to have to go back to the locker room as a loser.
It looks like they're slowing the pace down a bit here.
Maybe so. But one or two big moves could completely change the complexion of this match.
Great strategy. Pick a body part and keep working on it.
And we're certainly seeing the results of that strategy now.
See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best band,
and the best announced. What a finishing move. I get chills every time I see it.
I'll be honest with you, King. This is not...
Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be.
3.
Sounds like this crowd...
That's it! The match is over!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Canada, Hot Stuff. And the opponent, from Washington, the Queen.
A big Raw welcome to all our fans here in Phoenix, Arizona, and around the world. This is good old JR, Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
This place is packed, JR. And I know these fans can't wait to see the Raw superstars in action, and neither can I.
I couldn't agree more, King. We certainly appreciate the support of these great Phoenix fans, and I personally guarantee that they're going to get more than their money's worth tonight. Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something, quick! These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I I hope it's the latter, King. It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night. That went nowhere.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is a textbook reversal there.
One.
I don't think I've ever felt more anticipation during a match than I am right now, JR.
I know what you mean,
3.
King. It's hard to find words to describe the electricity in the air
4.
here tonight. These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
Oh no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
There's the reversal. Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over.
These superstars are at the top of their game, JR. They make it look so easy.
They sure do. You almost forget about the years of training and sacrifice that went into their careers.
1. 2.
Look at these superstars, JR.
3.
They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors. No one's giving an inch. And it's been reversed.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically...
What a counter!
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well, then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way! I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
I wonder how long these superstars will be able to keep this up.
They'll go as long as they need to, King. And if they can't, they won't be having their arms raised after the match. That's for damn sure. I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. You never get into the ring without doing your homework.
That would be a recipe for disaster for sure, King.
I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
Boy, I think I've had nightmares about trying to do something like that, King.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
superstars have impressed the heck out of me here.
Same here, King. We expected us.
There's no way that was going to be a 3 count.
What do you think of the match so far, JR?
I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight, King. I can't wait to see what happens next.
What a reversal.
This could finish the match right here. I don't think these superstars... Here's the cover, JR.
1, 2, 3.
This capacity, these superstars took each